You can be the smoothest rider on the highway, carving corners like a champ, leaning into turns with confidence, blasting through gears like you've been riding for years. But here's the harsh truth: make a couple of simple mistakes, and instantly you look like a rookie. And the crazy part? These mistakes don't just hurt your pride, they can hurt your bike, your confidence, and even your safety. So today, we're breaking down the most common mistakes even good riders make, mistakes that give off rookie energy. If you've been riding a while, but still get that awkward feeling in traffic or parking lots, this one's for you. Let's start with the biggest one. Mistake one: stalling at a red light. Every rider has done it, stalling at a stoplight. The light turns green, traffic starts moving, and suddenly your bike coughs, jerks, and dies. The drivers behind you are honking, your buddies are waiting, and all eyes are on you. Instantly, that cool rider image you had going is gone. And look, if you're brand new to riding, totally normal. Stalling is part of the learning curve. But if you've been riding for a while and you're still stalling on takeoff, it screams rookie. Here's the thing: stalling isn't about your bike, it's about your finesse. It's your clutch hand and throttle hand not working together smoothly. And that smoothness is what separates rookies from seasoned riders. You don't need to dump the clutch like you're launching off a drag strip. You don't need to rev the engine into the stratosphere. What you need is calm control. The fix? Go back to the basics. Practice in a parking lot. Find the friction zone, the sweet spot where the clutch begins to grab and the bike starts to roll. Live there. Pair it with a steady, gentle throttle. Don't panic rev. Don't rush. Just smooth, steady engagement. Once you get that timing down, stalls disappear and your takeoffs look pro level. And trust me, it's not just about looking smooth, it's about safety. Stalling in the middle of an intersection can be dangerous. A car doesn't care if you're fumbling with your clutch, they just want to go. So do yourself a favor: master the clutch and throttle combo. Nail those green light takeoffs. Because when you can pull away cleanly every single time, you don't just look confident, you are confident. Mistake two: over-revving in traffic. We've all seen that rider at a stoplight, bike idling perfectly fine, but the rider keeps blipping the throttle like they're on the starting grid at MotoGP. Vroom, vroom, over and over again. And here's the thing: unless you're riding a finicky carbureted bike that needs a little throttle to stay alive, all that revving is completely unnecessary. Worse, it makes you look nervous. Why does this matter? Because riding is as much about presence as it is about control. When you're sitting there over revving, it doesn't say experienced rider. It says, I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm covering up my nerves with noise. A confident rider? Calm, steady, minimal movements. The bike is just idling, smooth and ready to roll when you are. But it's more than just looks. Constant over-revving wastes fuel, overheats your engine, and wears your clutch faster when you're holding it in while revving for no reason. That's money and performance down the drain, all to look busy on the bike. The fix is simple: chill. Trust your machine. Modern bikes don't need you to babysit the throttle. Practice steady hand control. When you're stopped, relax your grip, breathe, and let the engine idle. Save the throttle play for when you're actually moving. Here's a pro tip: watch experienced riders at lights. Their bikes purr, their hands barely move. Then when it's time to go, they roll on smoothly and cleanly. No drama, no noise, just pure control. That's the energy you want, because nothing says pro like calm confidence, even when you're just sitting still. Mistake three: death grip on the handlebars. This one sneaks up on almost every new rider. You hop on the bike, nerves are high, and without even realizing it, you're clamping down on the bars like you're hanging on for dear life. That death grip might feel safer, but it actually makes the bike harder to control. When your arms and wrists are tense, every little bump or shake in the road gets transferred straight into the bike. Instead of letting the motorcycle's suspension and geometry do the work, you're fighting it. The result? A bike that feels twitchy, harder to steer, and way less stable than it actually is. Not to mention, holding on that tight wears you out fast. You'll have sore wrists, stiff shoulders, and less energy for the ride. The fix is simple, but takes practice. Loosen up. Keep a light grip, elbows bent, and let the bars move naturally under you. Think of it like guiding the bike, not forcing it. Your body should be relaxed, with most of your weight supported by your legs and core, not your hands. The first time you loosen that grip, it'll feel weird, but the bike will suddenly track straighter, respond smoother, and corner with way less effort. In other words, you stop fighting the motorcycle and start riding it. Mistake 4, putting both feet down at every stop. This one's subtle, but it separates the rookies from the seasoned riders instantly. Pulling up to a stop and throwing both feet flat on the ground like you're bracing for impact? Rookie energy. Now, don't get me wrong. When you're brand new or on uneven terrain, putting both feet down makes sense. But as you build confidence, the goal is control. And pros show control by keeping one foot planted and the other ready. Here's why it matters. When you put both feet down, it signals hesitation. It looks like you don't fully trust your balance or your readiness to move again. Compare that to the rider who comes to a smooth stop, left foot down, right foot on the brake, left hand covering the clutch, right hand steady on the throttle. That's control. That's confidence. That's readiness. And it's not just about looks. Functionally, the 1 foot stop is safer. With your right foot on the brake, you're holding the bike steady, even on an incline. You're also in the perfect position to take off smoothly. Clutch in, left foot up on the shifter, and you're rolling with zero drama. The fix? Practice your stops. Approach smoothly, downshift into first, clutch in, brake with both front and rear. As you come to a full stop, put your left foot down while keeping the right on the brake. It might feel awkward at first if you're used to planting both feet, but soon it'll feel natural. It's a small change, but it sends a big message to yourself and everyone watching. I've got this bike under control. That's the energy of a rider who's leveled up past rookie status. Number 5, U-turns that turn into disasters. If you've ever tried a U-turn in a tight spot, you already know. This is where riders either look like pros or like absolute beginners. U-turns are the ultimate confidence check. On paper, it seems simple. Turn the bars, lean the bike, and ride it around. But in reality, it's where hesitation, stiff arms, and fear of dropping the bike all come to play at once. The number one mistake? Going too slow without clutch control. Riders either stall out or wobble because they're scared to give it throttle. Others do the opposite. Too much gas, no clutch feathering, and suddenly you've got a bike lurching like a bucking bronco. And let's not forget the dreaded wide U-turn, where instead of turning in a clean, tight circle, you end up using the entire street and still putting your foot down. The trick is understanding balance. A U-turn is not about muscling the bike around, it's about finesse. You need to look through the turn, not at the ground in front of you. You need to feather that clutch, keep steady throttle, and use a touch of rear brake to stabilize the bike. Your body? Relaxed. Your head? Turning all the way in the direction you want to go. But most beginners freeze, stare at the curb or a parked car, and boom, they either dab a foot or drop the bike. The cure? Practice in an empty lot. Paint an imaginary circle, or better yet, lay down cones. Start wide, then slowly shrink the radius until you can U-turn in the tightest space your bike allows. When you nail it, there's no better feeling. It's one of those skills that makes you feel like you truly own your machine. Number 6, parking lot panic revs. Parking lots are where motorcycles should feel safest, but for beginners, they're often where embarrassment happens. You've seen it. A new rider creeping along between cars, clutch pulled halfway, eyes darting everywhere, and suddenly, a massive out of control rev when they didn't mean it. Heads turn, people stare, and the rider looks like they're auditioning for a role in a slapstick comedy. Why does it happen? Simple. Poor clutch and throttle coordination mixed with nerves. Parking lots are full of obstacles, cars, pedestrians, tight turns, and new riders tense up. When you're tense, your wrist locks stiff, and instead of rolling the throttle smoothly, you yank it. The bike surges, your heart jumps, and before you know it, you're panic grabbing the brake. Not a good combo. But here's the bigger danger. Panic revs aren't just embarrassing, they can cause real crashes. How many times have we seen viral videos of a rider launching straight into a car, curb, or even a storefront because they gave it too much gas and froze? It happens more often than you'd think. The fix? Relax and break it down. The clutch is your best friend in the lot. Feather it, let it control the bike's crawl, and keep the throttle steady. Don't treat it like an on off switch. Want more confidence? Practice friction zone drills. Ride slow laps around a lot using only clutch control and a little rear brake, barely touching the throttle. Once you master that, panic revs disappear and parking lots go from intimidating to easy. Number 7, ignoring head checks. Here's a hard truth. Mirrors are liars. They're helpful, sure, but they don't tell the full story. Every rider learns about the dreaded blind spot, that area just out of view where a car can lurk, invisible until it's too late. And yet, so many beginners skip the life saving habit of doing proper head checks. Picture this: you're cruising down the highway, ready to switch lanes. You glance in your mirrors, clear. You move over, and suddenly a car horn blasts as a vehicle zips past your shoulder. That's the wake up call that ignoring head checks can get you hurt or worse. The mistake is thinking, I don't need to check. I've got mirrors. Wrong. Mirrors show a slice of the road, not the whole picture. Even with modern wide angle glass, they can't replace a quick turn of the head. A head check takes less than a second, but that second can save your life. The fix is to drill it until it's second nature. Every lane change, every merge, every time you shift position in traffic, you check. It's not paranoia, it's survival. And here's the bonus: when other drivers see a motorcyclist physically turning their head, they often give a little more space because it signals you're paying attention. It's a tiny move, but it's the mark of a sharp rider. Number 8, target fixation. This one is a classic beginner trap, and it's rooted in human instinct. You ride where you look. It's that simple. The problem? Beginners look at the wrong things. See a pothole, they stare at it. See a parked car, they lock eyes. See a patch of gravel, they can't look away. And what happens next? The bike goes exactly where their eyes are glued, straight into the hazard. It feels like magic, but it's just physics and human psychology. Your hands follow your eyes. Your bike follows your hands. So when you target fixate on the thing you fear, you're basically steering yourself into it. Every rider has a story about the time they almost or actually hit something because they couldn't stop staring at it. The fix is to retrain your brain. Look where you want to go, not where you're afraid to go. If you see a pothole, don't stare at it. Look at the path around it. If a curve feels too tight, don't lock your gaze on the guardrail. Look through the corner. Your bike will follow. A great drill? Set up cones in a lot and practice weaving, deliberately focusing on the gaps, not the cones themselves. Once your eyes start leading the way, your riding transforms. Suddenly, you feel in control, flowing smoothly around obstacles instead of fighting them. And you'll finally understand why every riding coach chants the same mantra: eyes up, eyes through, eyes ahead. Here's the bottom line: every rider makes mistakes, no matter how long they've been riding. But these rookie looking habits, they're the easiest ones to fix, and they make the biggest difference in how confident and skilled you look on the road. So, if you've been riding a while but still feel like something's missing, take a closer look at these habits. Nail your clutch control. Get smooth at stops. Practice your U-turns. Keep your eyes up. It's not about impressing other people. It's about building confidence and riding like the pro you know you can be. Because the truth is, confidence shows. And when you stop making these rookie looking mistakes, not only will you look like a pro, you'll ride like one too.